My name is Gail. For today's demonstration, we'll be looking at the consolidation of multiple databases into a single management pack report. For purpose of this demonstration, we'll be using pastel evolution databases. The first thing that I've done is I've created an Alchemex enablement connection in my administrator module within Alchemex. This connection is slightly different to the usual SQL Server connection that I would use when connecting to a pastel evolution database. The difference is that in my database name field, I have not put in the actual database name. I have used pick list functionality. A pick list allows me to choose different databases at time of running my report. You'll see that I have used the pick list M functionality. This allows me to select multiple databases at time of running the report. You'll also see that in my pick list M functionality, I have put in the list of the databases that I would like to select at time of running my report. The first database is database 1, Evolution Demo, and the second one is database 2, Evolution Demo 1. By setting up this pick list, at the time of running my management pack report, I will be asked whether I would like to print either for one database or for two at the same time. The next thing that I do is I take my standard management pack report. That consists of a GL transactions container and a management pack container. I make sure that these are allocated to my new connection that I have created. If I go to my GL transactions container and I double click on it, it will show me all the available fields within that container. I am looking for a field called master subaccount for this demonstration. In the master subaccount field, I change the syntax of the expression source slightly. What I say here is that my master subaccounts needs to be concatenated with my entity's name. So in other words, my account number needs to be joined to my company name. Once I have done that for my master subaccount within the general ledger transactions container, I move to my management pack container. Again, I scroll down to my master subaccounts. Takes a bit longer on this container. And again, my expression source changes slightly to be the master subaccounts, again concatenated with the entity's name, otherwise known as the company name. Once that is done, my expressions or my fields within each container will now show at time of running the report which company that data has come from. If you're not sure how to get those two containers to show on your Alchemex enablement connection or the new connection that you are creating, it's basically an export of the standard management pack and then an import to the new connection. Once you have gone into each container and made the changes, as well as created your pick list, you are able to switch to your report manager. And from there, you will find your management pack report underneath a new folder that you've created. So I would recommend that you create a new folder for your consolidation purposes. And when you import the report, you would import it to that folder and your connection. You can now choose that report. Press the Run button at the top of your screen. You will see now that you're given the option of choosing which database you'd like to run this report for. I'm going to choose database 1 and database 2 and say OK. When running the report, it will ask me for the period number, the same as it would in your standard management pack report. I'm going to run this from period 12 to period 18 and again select OK. The report will then begin to run. It takes a bit of time because it is connecting to both databases. You will see that your data in screen goes through all the processes that you are familiar with when running a report. Your data out screen then tells you that it is creating your Excel workbook, rendering the data, checking your formulae, naming any ranges, Once that is done, your standard management pack screen will appear. I'm going to move across the screen and I'm going to choose to run an income statement. I'm going to say OK to my worksheet choice, and it will run through the creation of the income statement as per usual. You will get the message that your layout has been successfully generated. Click on OK. What I'd like you to take note of is in column A, you now have an account for each database that we have consolidated. If we then move across the screen until we have values, you will see that again we have values for different accounts. The two databases that were chosen initially in the pick list have therefore been consolidated into a single management pack. Thank you.